I'm back. I am back in this studio. Literally, it's just a garage with some drapes. But I gotta tell you, I really like a designated space to get messy with my projects. And the one that I'm working on right now is the artwork for the living room that I've been talking about. Sorry, I'm so annoying, but here is the piece. I already started it. This is actually a piece that I painted years ago. And to be honest with you, I don't love it. It's not something I would hang up on my wall anymore. But I made this in high school, and to be honest with you, I think it's time for new life, and I am not afraid to paint over my existing artwork. I did install some new drapes back here for the backdrop. I used to have other drapes, but these are custom pinch pleated faux linen drapes. They're the same ones that I have inside the house, and these are from 2 Pages, and I gotta tell you, I am so happy with them. I had them memory trained so that they hang nice and evenly. They look professional, honestly, and I'm so impressed with these. I would definitely recommend them. I think this one is the beige color. I'll put the details in the description if you're interested, but I feel like I probably would get questions about these, so I just wanted to address that. But yep. Some good drapes, a good backdrop for my videos, I think. So let's gather the supplies. Here's the final result. I gotta tell you, I absolutely how this piece turned out. This is one of my favorite pieces that I've done so far. You know, it really speaks on sort of the primary colors a bit, and I absolutely love the texture, the moodiness of it all, and I think it's doing something wonderful in here. So I think artwork is such a great way to incorporate some color into a space, and I think it's invigorating me to start incorporating a bit more. So let me know your thoughts on this piece. In the living room, I have this console table. I don't know if you remember it. I got it on Facebook Marketplace. I absolutely love it. It's solid wood, and I'm not getting rid of it. But I'm looking for some more storage, so I'm considering swapping it out for a cabinet. So I put together a cabinet that actually goes with the bookcase. I don't know if it'll be too matchy-matchy. Let's style it and see how well it works. Here is the new cabinet. I gotta tell you, I kind of like it. I think it's nice. Now, this is from the same manufacturer as like the bookcase over there. So it's not solid wood. It's not real wood. It's not cane or rattan either. But I think it looks nice. It definitely provides more storage in this area. I guess my only concern would be that it'll be too like matchy with that, but I think it'll be fine too because it'll bring some cohesion, and overall I feel like this is definitely not the same thing as like going and buying a living room set where everything is like matchy, like the side tables, the coffee table. I still think it feels cohesive, but it's not so matchy. But it's a nice cabinet for the price point. It's a more economical cabinet, and I like the fact that the doors are also soft close, which is always a nice touch. And it has the 3 drawers. So yeah, I mean, this one is slightly taller than the other one. Overall, it's pretty much a similar dimension as the previous console, but this is slightly taller. I think a little bit narrow too, but overall, it's pretty good. What do you think? Do we like it? Or do you like the other one? I don't know, I think I'll live with this for a few days, see how I feel about it, and then if I don't commit to it, then I might bring back the wood console. I like it. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. Hello, hello, good morning. I am on my way to the thrift store. I'm gonna be honest with you, it's been quite a while since I last went to the thrift store. I think the last time I went was probably in Nashville, which I recently posted that video, but that one was a while ago. So it's been a while. So I'm gonna go just check out a couple thrift stores and see what's around. I'm not really looking for anything particular, but I like to go there because I often get inspired by seeing things and maybe getting some like thrift flip ideas. And honestly, I think it's like a comfort place for me. I mean, I used to go thrift shopping with my mom since I was like a little kid. So I don't know, I like going to the thrift store. I think it's fun. But first, I'm gonna stop by and get some coffee because why not? Okay, hot take. I do not understand the people that get an iced coffee during the winter time. Like, are you nuts? It's freezing out. Why are you getting iced coffee? Like, you will not catch me getting iced coffee. Not even in the summer. Well, maybe in the summertime, but rarely. Like, I'm a hot coffee drinker, you know? I'll do the 12-ounce ice.
Ice?
Yeah, can I do the half sweet? I'll do the almond milk, please.
Almond milk?
Yeah. So I got a nice coffee. I'm almost done with it. I got a small one. I know, I'm sorry. I panicked. I just ordered the first thing I saw on the menu. I'm pretty simple when it comes to coffee. I just like a drip coffee, maybe a cold brew or a latte, just a plain latte. Maybe like a half teaspoon of sugar to a teaspoon of sugar, depending on the size. That's pretty much it. Very simple. But you know, once in a while, a little treat like this, not bad. Anyways, I'm on my way to the thrift store. I'm going to hopefully find, actually, I'm not really looking for anything in particular, but I am hoping maybe to find like an old, like a media unit or a wardrobe, just like a nice deep cabinet that I can repurpose and use it for storage. I really like those old ones, like from the 80s or 90s. I feel like they're great quality. They have good storage, and I don't know. Hopefully I can maybe find one, and of course if it's in that ugly honey color, I'm a DIYer. I can make it look good. And as you know, I always love finding, I'm pulled in a parking lot by the way, but I always find joy in like finding just like handmade pottery and pieces that are just of good quality and are unique. I think that's what's special. So I always keep my eye out for that at thrift stores, and of course like good quality solid wood frames that I could use for my artwork, or just anything that's kind of quirky or unique. Over the years, I've kind of developed an eye, and I know what I'm looking for, or when I spot something, it's an immediate yes or no for me. So I see the potential in a lot of things. I think that's what's fun about thrift shopping. I think it's just like a fun, creative exercise too. My first stop is Sales Outlet. I would say this is a bit more of a curated thrift store, if you will. It's on the smaller side, but they do have a couple of treasures here and there. Now, this vintage casual dinnerware set I thought was pretty cool. I don't think I'll take it home with me today, but I do appreciate the color palette of this. I think it's quite fun. Ooh, this vintage Singer sewing machine. I wonder if it works. This looks like to be perhaps an African art piece. I'm not sure what it is, but it's pretty cool. I like it. Now this is a pretty neat sort of urn style vase. I really love the color of this, and it has sort of a brass interior. This wooden fruit bowl set was pretty cool. Not for me, but I think I don't know, have I seen this before? I feel like I have. Something about spittoons kind of give me the heebie-jeebies, but you know what? I give it a good cleaning. Maybe it's already clean, but this could be repurposed as a vase, right? What are your thoughts on this? $10, and I believe it's solid brass. I mean, the shape, it's pretty cool. I always like going through old home decor books or just entertaining books like this because it's really nostalgic seeing sort of the designs of the past and kind of comparing them to today to see if those were timeless, what was trendy. I feel like trends are certainly going at a faster pace these days, and it's kind of interesting seeing old designs like this really stand the test of time, in my opinion. What are your thoughts on this set of 4 espresso mug set? I do love the little modern handles. I think that's quite fun. I wish it was a different color though. What are your thoughts? I need your help identifying this object. Now this appears to be handmade and it has holes on the sides, but it feels like it's missing a base. Maybe it fell off or something, or maybe this is its intended design. Maybe this was like an orchid planter. I'm not sure. What are your thoughts? I'm always drawn into handmade ceramics, and this one certainly caught my attention at first glance, but upon looking at it further, it's maybe giving too much high school project vibes. I don't know. And this glass vase or bowl also caught my attention. The color is quite nice, but I feel like it's just painted on and it's clearly fading away. Maybe this could be repurposed as a DIY project, maybe another color. Now this could probably be a bowl, but it could also be a vase. If we reimagine it as an ikebana vase, those tend to be a lot lower in profile. You just need to put a floral frog in here and create a beautiful, maybe abstract sculpture using florals. Now this is a really great find. This is, I guess, a hand-blown glass pitcher. I think this would be part of like those really thick glasses that I think always look great in the summertime. I do love this piece, but I don't have anything that will go with it, unfortunately. Anybody need a metal chicken? If you need a metal chicken, I know just where to find it because this cutie right here is only $4.99, I believe. I won't be taking that with me, but might I take this? This is actually a set of 2, I want to say, vases. These are silver vases. Of course, they've developed a patina. I think these are really beautiful, very classic, handsome rather. You can maybe place some tulips in there, some lilies. I think that would make for a beautiful, classy arrangement. Now, what are your thoughts on this? This is a set of silver, I guess, tumblers we could call. There are, I don't know how many, at least 10 of them. They are thick. They look like good quality. They just need some cleaning and some polishing, but I think this would make for a really good set to have. But personally, I don't like drinking out of metal for some reason. You know, I love a good storage box, a decorative storage box to hide all the junk, and this one certainly is beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that incredible? The only thing that turns me off from this is the interior fabric. I don't know, maybe it's fine, but something about it, it's just, maybe I'll pass, but certainly a beautiful little box. I feel like this probably used to be a lid for something, or maybe it was, I don't know exactly what it is, but it does look like a bowl and it could probably be used as such. I do love the interesting color variation of this. Now this is pretty interesting. It appears to be handmade. It's rather large, and maybe it was for a lampshade, maybe it was a terrarium sort of a thing, maybe it was for candles, oh. These are beautiful, and I think every space could benefit from a touch of glass or crystal. Not too much, just a touch to add a little bit of interest and elegance. Time for lunch, or I guess early dinner. I have a little hack for you. Well, I guess it's not a hack. Maybe it's a hack. I've been doing this for years and I recently rediscovered it again. And that is the kids meal from Chipotle. This is perfect if you want something on the lighter side. At least where I live, it's like it's like $5 and some change. I don't know, I think it maybe depends on the person, but I think you're supposed to get 3 sides, and then I like to do the quesadilla. But since I add the sofritas to the quesadilla, like the meat option or protein, that counts as one of the sides. So then sometimes, depending on the person, they'll give you 2 sides, but sometimes they'll just give you 3. So that's, I guess, technically 4. But I like to get some rice, some beans, and then the pico de gallo. And then, of course, the sofritas quesadilla, which is pretty good. And it even comes with like a mini, and I'm talking mini, bag of chips, which I really like their lime chips. And then you can do like a drink. I like to do just a fountain drink. Not bad if you want something lighter for under $5 or for $5 or so. Well, it is so cold outside today. I am ready for summer. So tell me, how are you doing? How's your start of the year? I feel like this year has been the longest year of my life. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm ready for 2026. I don't know how much traveling I'm going to do this year. I feel like last year was my year of travel. Personally, I kicked off the year last year with the trip to SoCal. So I went to LA. I visited my friend in San Diego. And then I went to Palm Springs for a little while. Honestly, I really like Palm Springs. I like the art scene, the architecture and all that. That was pretty fun. I then went to Las Vegas. And Las Vegas, I don't know. I don't think it's for me, but maybe I'll give it another try. Family vacation to Maui. We usually go to Oahu, but last year was our first time in Maui. So beautiful. I really like that island. I want to go back. And then to New York City. YouTube flew me out to New York City for their event, which is crazy. And surprisingly, because I'm not really a city person, but I actually fell in love with New York. Like there's something about it like that really just caught my attention. And then Nashville for that brand event. Nashville's pretty cool. I feel like I went somewhere else. Oh, and then ended the year back in SoCal. I took my family and we went to like Hollywood Studios, or Universal Studios. Yeah, Hollywood Studios. That was pretty fun. And then we visited some family on my dad's side. I don't know. I feel like for me, that's been the most travel I've done in a year. I don't know if this year will be as big with travel, but we'll see where the day takes us. This year, I'm really just trying to save up my money, and just like there's some projects that I would like to accomplish this year, or maybe next year. So I need to like save up some money and stuff. But I mean, we'll see. We'll see what the year takes us. I got some crumble. I have not had crumble in a very long time. So I treated myself to a 3-pack of the minis. So this one is, actually I already forgot. But I always love this, like the classic like sugar cookie. These are like Valentine's theme, I guess. This one's M&M's, which I know I'm gonna love. I don't know what that one is, but very cute. Okay, so yesterday I found some treasures at the thrift store. Not a lot, I'll be honest with you. I feel like sometimes it's a bust, and I did find a couple pieces, so I'll do a little haul for you here of what I bought. Let's start off with this. Check this out. How cool is this vintage bowl? So it's like a silver bowl. I don't know if it was for serving food at one point. I probably wouldn't use this for food. I don't know, maybe it's safe, but it's developed, as you know, that patina. It's that patina that always draws me in. And I really love the look of this piece. Kind of like almost like a scallop, maybe even a floral shape, which I think makes it very sculptural, and I don't know, it's quite darling, I would say. This pair of solid brass sort of candle holders, I think is what I'm gonna call them. These would be perfect for like votives or maybe some tea lights. But I mean, look at that. Isn't that incredible? These are so cool. Almost postmodern, or I don't know, kind of just mid-century, maybe brutalist, we could say. But definitely a great find. I came across this right here. So this is a crystal box. It's rather small, so I'm not sure what I'm going to use it for. I'm thinking of maybe like putting some rings, or maybe by the bedside table to sort of corral the rings or jewelry, like the everyday ones that I use. And I thought this was just like a special little box, but I could also probably use this in the office to corral like my earbuds or something like that. Once you clean them up, especially crystal, it really sparkles. And then the way that the sunlight hits, it's definitely a vibe. So this is certainly a great find. I also found this bowl right here. So this is a glass, sort of mid-century modern style, arguably brutalist, but certainly a mid-century modern form. I think this is so wonderful. I could definitely see this on top of some coffee table books, because sometimes I think we need a bit of glass or crystal in any space, just even if it's just a little bit, because it introduces almost a new material that I think it's like a little sparkle, you know? And I think something like this would be perfect. So now at the first thrift store that I went to, I would say it's more of like a curated shop. I found this right here. So this is a candle. It's a candle, and it comes with this wrought iron stand, and the actual candle itself is like a terracotta. So I thought it was just very kind of organic feeling, sort of wabi-sabi, if you will. And I think with the stand, I think that makes it really interesting. A while ago, I had thrifted a vase. I don't know if I have a picture of it, but I had a vase that came with like a stand like this that I thought was really cool. I no longer have that piece, but that would have been perfect to go along with this. So, and lastly, like I said, I didn't really find much. I didn't find any furniture, so I was hoping to find a cabinet, but no need to rush. I found this. So hopefully you can help me identify what this is. I'm gonna say it's a candle holder. So this is solid brass, a solid brass stand. And then this is the, I guess the candle part, as you can see here. Very elegant, very beautiful. Kind of reminds me of like something I would see at Pottery Barn many, many years ago. And this is, the reason I'm a little hesitant to call it a candle holder is because the base of this is concave or convex. I don't know. It's like this. So either it needs to be a pillar candle that won't tilt around, or I was even thinking of, yeah, I need to wash this, by the way, but I was actually thinking about maybe putting some sand and then putting the candle inside. I think that could look pretty cool. So I don't know. Let me know what you think this is. I was also thinking maybe it's a little plant stand, but I feel like it's too small for a plant. Maybe it could be like a vase, maybe with some flowers, but it would have to be like, I guess it could be a flower for flowers. I don't know. What would you use this for? That's pretty much it for the haul today. Not a lot of things, but certainly pieces with character, which is my favorite part of finding thrift store or vintage pieces, because at the end of the day, I think those are the little treasures that make a space feel more unique. So I want to go thrifting again.